Happy New Year and welcome back to Xbox On with our first video and first set of bargains of 2021. We're kicking off the year with a big sale from one of our favourite publishers, Square Enix. And as it's a new year, a cheeky reminder, if you want to make sure that you never miss out on another deal, then make sure you've hit that subscribe button and rung the bell to get notified of all of our latest videos. But enough about us, let's get stuck into some deals.
Beginning with one of gaming's biggest icons, it's Miss Lara Croft herself. After a couple of decades of adventures, Lara's got a fresh start in 2013 with the neatly titled Tomb Raider, and it kicked off a trilogy of brilliant games that wrapped up with 2018's Shadow of the Tomb Raider, a game that considers the fact that raiding tombs is just a kind of fancy way of saying robbing really old graves. It's a fascinating story with plenty of drama and big blockbuster set pieces along the way. And if you weren't following along, now is your chance. All three games are on offer in this sale with up to 85% off each title. And these are the definitive editions as well, meaning on top of the base games, you get a wealth of cosmetics, new chapters of the story, challenge tombs to test your skills, and generally a whole temple's worth of riches.
Next, another trilogy of Square Enix bangers that put the focus on story with big discounts on the Life is Strange games. The first season follows Max, a teenager who's just discovered she has time travel powers, and her estranged best friend Chloe as they try to rebuild their relationship, solving a mystery and, maybe, depending on your choices, saving the town. Before the Storm is a direct prequel, putting you in Chloe's Doc Martens instead and letting you meet Rachel, who is missing by the time Season 1 kicks off. You can get both games this week for 80% off. And at 60% off, we have the second game, which jumps across the country and introduces two entirely new characters, the Diaz brothers, on the run from the law after a tragic supernatural accident. Oh, and if you're in a completionist kind of mood, then make sure to pick up The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, a standalone short adventure set in the same world with some surprising connections that we won't spoil here. And most awesome of all, that one's totally free.
If you're in the market for some futuristic RPG shooter action at the moment, or just want to see what a cyberpunk version of Prague looks like, you can't do much better than Deus Ex Mankind Divided, especially with 85% off. You play as shades-wearing cyborg badass Adam Jensen with total freedom to augment his abilities and approach however you want, sneaking, hacking, talking, or just straight up blasting through each mission. If that sounds like it's up your cyber street, you can splash out a couple extra quid for the Digital Deluxe Edition, which is also 85% off this week, by the way, which gets you a pile of extra in-game gear to tinker with, plus 2 new story chapters to play through, System Rift and A Criminal Past.
But maybe you're in the mood for some slightly less subtle pleasures. Maybe what you really want is some nice, big explosions. If so, you're in luck because Just Cause 4 Reloaded is currently just a quarter of its usual price. In case you don't know the Just Cause games already, it's the absolute peak of sandbox silliness, giving you a wingsuit and a grappling hook in an open world packed full of vehicles, weapons, and assorted things that go boom. You can even pick up the Complete Edition, offering even more toys for you to mess around with, literally in the case of the Toy Vehicles pack. But whichever version you opt for, there's plenty here to mess around with, so strap in, sit back, and enjoy the fireworks.
Okay, so that's the Square Enix deals wrapped up, but there are way too many goodies on offer this week to end it there. So let's speed through a few bangers from other sales running this week. Starting with a bona fide Xbox Series X and S launch title, Observer System Redux. In fact, this is a next-gen exclusive, delivering the definitive edition of Bloober Team's cyberpunk cult classic starring Blade Runner icon Rutger Hauer. You play as a neural detective able to hack into the minds of suspects using a device known only as the Dream Eater. Nothing creepy about that? Absolutely no. But hey, at least now you can eat those dreams in beautiful 4K with ray tracing and HDR lighting, plus upgraded textures, animations, and effects.
Agent 47 is just about to make his deadly return to consoles with Hitman 3 this year, and we can't wait. If you can't either, it's a great time to grab his last outing for 80% off. Hitman 2 is a great game in its own right. A globe-trotting romp as you poison, explode and give little nudges over precarious ledges to targets everywhere from Miami to Mumbai. But if you're planning to pick up the threequel, it's a must thanks to the World of Assassination cross-compatibility feature that lets you carry over those locations to the new Series X and S optimized game.
Or how about just one huge location realized in unprecedented detail? Yes, book a half-price ticket to sunny Los Santos with the GTA Premium Edition. Obviously, there's an enormous single-player campaign waiting for you here, but make sure you also check out GTA Online to claim your 10 million in-game dollars worth of properties, vehicles, and weapons, as well as the freshly added Cayo Perico heist, which drops a whole new island just off the coast.
Our next game might look like a family-friendly romp, but be warned, it's infamously tough. Disney Classic Games packages up two titles that 100% fit that description, the Aladdin and Lion King games that arrived alongside those beloved movies and taught a whole generation of 90s kids to get good long before Dark Souls and Cuphead.
Okay, these two are fairly friendly romps. They're the Steamworld Dig games, and they are a brilliant mini Metroidvania about being a steam-powered cowboy robot who inherits a gold mine with a dark secret, and digging your way under the earth to, quite literally, get to the bottom of it. The first game's great, and with this deal, it's absolutely dirt cheap too, but the sequel is an all-timer.
And finally, a game we had a great time with on stream just before Christmas.
1. Press the button with the same label you pressed in the same...
Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes offers all the fun of couch co-op without needing to actually be in the same room as your mates to enjoy it, or even own two consoles. See, the game hands you a bomb, but none of the instructions to defuse it. Those are all in a manual held by your friends, which they can print off themselves or just view on their own screen, and actually being given instructions down a headset, it just kind of adds to the atmosphere. Right now, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is half price, and hey, if you can convince your co-op comrades to split the cost, it'll be even cheaper. And it's a great chance to hone those all-important communication skills before the clock starts ticking.
Boom! Another set of brilliant deals with you. Who says January needs to be boring, eh? Ugh, never mind. Anyway, let us know which ones you're going to be picking up down in the comments, hit that like button, and make sure to watch this space. We've got a feeling that 2021 is going to be a big one. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye!